Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tea, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Brittany Bowl, filling in for Ashley Conrad today. And today my guests are Mike McGlaughlin and Mark Christensen from the Little People's Golf Tournament. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Glad to have you. So I hear this year's Little People's Golf Tournament is a big one.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah, this is our 52nd year.
Awesome.
And this is the second year that the Quincy Service Club has been the organization that's been running the tournament. Mm-hmm. We took over from Nan Ryan and the Pepsi Little People's Foundation, and Pepsi is once again our sponsor, and they've been our sponsor for the Pepsi Little People's Tournament for 52 years.
Wow.
The whole time of the event. We played 264 kids last year. We're sitting at 236 right now. We'd like we want to be equivalent to what we did last year, so we're hoping that there'll be some more kids out there that want to participate. But so far, so good anyway.
Okay, so if they want to participate, where do they do that if they still have the opportunity?
And go to littlepeoplesgolf.com.
All right.
And they can register right online there.
And then what does that entail? Like, do you have to have a team? I'm not really a golf expert if you haven't seen my R&R video with Ray.
Okay. It's open to children ages 3 through 18. Mm-hmm. All right. They play their own ball.
Okay.
We'll be at Westview Golf Course for most of the field.
Beautiful golf course.
It's a very nice golf course. And then but the older boys will be playing at Spring Lake Country Club. That's the boys that are 15 to 18 years old.
Awesome.
So there's varying entry fees depending on how old you are and how many holes you're playing. And children that live in the tri-state area here will receive a local discount. We call it the Tri-State 30. So they get 30% off their entry fees. But we kind of emphasize that if you're 3 to 9 years old, or maybe 10, 11 years old, this is a big fun event. All right, it's a chance to get out and play a golf course in competition. Mom and Dad can caddy. We got really cool swag that we give away.
Cool.
And hopefully they'll be able to come out and really get hooked on golf. Once they turn to that 12 to 18-year-old range, and they get a little bit more serious about what's going on, and there's some national points that are available through the American Junior Golf Association. There's possibilities of qualifying for the Junior World Championship out in San Diego. So we've got some nice carrots to hang out there in front of people.
Lots of opportunity. And then you mentioned the registration fee and the fees. What does that go towards?
Mike, why don't you take that one?
Quincy Service Club is a civic, community-minded organization, so we take all that money that we get from Little People's and our Flags of Honor, and we literally will give back probably between $60,000 and $70,000 a year back into the community, mainly to support children's activities for the most part.
Awesome. Speaking of Flags of Honor, my grandpa thanked me yesterday because I signed up for the Quincy Service Club, the flag program. That's a great program where they put out flags on 4 holidays, and I know people like my grandpa really appreciate stuff like that done.
Yeah, we did over 500 again this year.
Really?
Yes.
Congratulations.
And then we do the 1,000 flags on the lot on Blessing Hospital has on Broadway there.
Yes, that's so cool when you see all that out. I know that's a picture-esque moment for most people. They love to do that. Back to the golf tournament real quick. Most of these people, I know you mentioned some, they get discounts if they're local. But how many not local participants do we have?
Probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of 200.
Wow.
Coming in from out of town, including Trinidad Trinidad and Tobago, Thailand.
Oh, wow.
South Africa, Zimbabwe.
How do you get connected with these people?
I don't know.
I mean, that's pretty interesting.
Isn't the internet cool?
It really is. And, you know, a big thing with this is it's heads and beds and people in our restaurants, you know, filling up that food and beverage tax for us. But when we're looking for tourist opportunities, we've kind of had some of them right under our nose the whole time with you guys. I think that's pretty neat. Absolutely.
One of the cool things that we have with the event too is on that Sunday beforehand we have a parent-child event sponsored by Applebee's. Speaking of going to restaurants, and we have a 9-hole event where for kids 3 to 18, obviously, and their parents to participate in, and they play an alternate shot event on the third 9 out at Westview. All kinds of different tees, and then we give those prizes away on Monday night, which is June 16th, at our Champions Dinner, where we'll be honoring our champions from 2024. There'll be a great raffle. One of the cool things that we got this year is courtesy, because the banquet is sponsored by Hy-Vee. They've given us a Patrick Mahomes signed jersey.
Wow.
Okay, that we are going to be auctioning off during the event. I'm getting it framed. It's going to look incredible, and we've already got nice bids.
So is this event open to the public outside of, can people just come watch? Can they partake in the raffle if they're not playing golf?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. If they want to bid on some of our silent auction items, they're very welcome to do that.
And what's the date and time for this again?
Well, the tournament is June 16th through the 18th. The raffle will be done on the 15th and the 16th. We'll give away those prizes on the 16th.
Where's the raffle held at?
It will be held at the Knights of Columbus at our Champions Dinner. That's when we'll give everything away. But they'll be able to come to Westview Golf Course on the 15th and 16th to buy their raffle tickets, and that's where we'll have our silent auction stuff displayed as well.
And is that where the Mahomes jersey is going to be given away?
That's where it's going to be.
So that's where I got to go put my tickets in. One last thing that came to my mind when you mentioned Applebee's. So I used to work at Applebee's years and years ago, and the Little People's Golf Tournament was one of the best weekends. Like, I made sure to put it in my calendar. I will work a double on this day and this day, because the restaurant was packed. And it's not just Applebee's. It's going to be any restaurant. So for those of you servers that aren't scheduled on this weekend, you better get scheduled, because it is a blast. Anything else you want to add about the event?
If you're interested in watching some great golf, I mean, it's a great place to be. Even if you're not participating, if you don't have kids participating, there's going to be some really, really nice golfers. We've got some really good players here in town. I expect Bo Eftink will be very, very competitive. Nolan Murphy from Carthage. Nolan's one of my students. He just won the 15-year-old age division at the Principal Charity Classic yesterday up in Des Moines. Shot 71 at the Wakanda Club, which is an incredible score there. Oliver Hendrian from Quincy Notre Dame will be playing. We're missing Ty Novosel because he's on the bench with a wrist injury. Natalie Druffel and Nancy Schultz. Nancy Schultz just won the Women's City Tournament this last week. Belle Boudreau. Quincy Notre Dame girls are going to be really good this year in the fall. We've got 3 out of the 4 kids from the Palmyra boys state championship team that are going to be playing here, as well as a couple kids from Canton's state qualifying team. So a lot of really, really good players.
Mark, you have an impeccable memory, because there are no notes in front of him, and he remembered all those names. Obviously,
they're my kids.
Yeah, I was about to say, obviously these kids are very important to you.
Very proud of them. Very, very proud of all of them. So, we're looking forward to. They're really looking forward to competing in their hometown. So we're hoping that they'll play well, and even if they don't play well, they get tremendous experience, and they get to spend their nights in their home bedrooms, which is, as far as competition is concerned, that's exactly what you want to be able to do.
Yes, yes. I've witnessed that myself recently with my child competing in sports, and I do realize, in bed, that's the rest they need is, needed.
A lot easier at home.
Mike, anything you want to add about maybe the Quincy Service Club?
No, we just want to encourage everybody to come out and watch. It's it's great to see these young people play. Anywhere, to watch the little 3-year-olds play, but even to watch the 17 and 18-year-old boys, it's really quality golf. So we appreciate the Quincy community and the surrounding area and hope to see everyone out there.
Well, we appreciate the Quincy Service Club and this tournament.
Let me give a little shout out to Noah Hill. Noah's from Canton. Noah won the 6 and 7-year-old division last year, and I was over at a graduation party over in Canton this last week, and Noah's moving up, and he came up and he kind of pulled on my arm and he says, "I just want to introduce myself. My name's Noah Hill." And I said, "Yes, you are." Okay, it was awesome, and Noah's moving up to the 8 and 9-year-olds this year, and he wants to compete.
Oh my gosh, congratulations, Noah, and just to come up to like that takes guts for a little kid.
Walked up.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you guys for everything. This is awesome. I appreciate you sharing it with me and the viewer, and good luck on the tournament.
Thank you.
Coming up next, a little coffee talk and my fill-in, Annie Reller.
Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. Come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink. 2902 Broadway.
Welcome back. Now it's time for Coffee Talk. Brittany and Annie are.
I always wanted to say that, so Coffee Talk.
I'm so glad that you wanted to say it, because generally when we have people fill in for Coffee Talk, they're like, do I have to say it?
No, I want to say it.
Yes.
Thank you for letting me.
Thank you for being here today, filling in for Miss Ashley while she's on her vacation.
Of course. Happy to be here.
Yes, and I'm happy to have you. Speaking of happy,
There we go.
one of our discussions today is whether or not we say Happy Memorial Day. We just came off of the Memorial Day weekend, and I noticed some people chiming in on the comment section, where I'm supposed to stay away from is what Annie told me, but I was like, this is my MO, man. Yeah. So a lot of people, there wasn't so much a debate. Fox News put something out early in the morning, and then I feel like people took that from that and rolled with it.
What did they say?
The article stated that, we don't say Happy Memorial Day because what Memorial Day stands for is the fact that people lost their lives in battle. Anybody in war who has lost their life in battle pertaining to the American side. So you don't want to be happy about their death, but then at the same time, it's a holiday, and we always say happies during holidays. I think people are generally happy to have the day off. I don't think anyone's happy that anyone died, but we're happy for our freedom. And that, I think, is part of the trajectory of it. If, say, 1 or 2 people didn't die, would there be like a butterfly effect, and then we'd be walking around with, especially in the Revolutionary War, bad teeth and,
There. Well, it's interesting. Biscuits. No, it's interesting, and I feel like part of it is also, I'm trying to think about if there's any other holidays that I can think of that we say happy that aren't actually celebrating things. But I do think that's kind of what it is. Like, even if there's like hard things, you're kind of celebrating those people's lives.
Yeah.
And so I think you're remembering them. I mean, maybe you could say it's better to say, I hope you had a nice Memorial Day, but just to say it's wrong to say Happy Memorial Day feels a bit dramatic in my opinion. But I do think it's important to, what's the best way to commemorate? Is it to, sit and think, or is it to be outside and enjoy what America is because of the people that lost their lives?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of a mix of both, but I don't think you need to be like sad because of it.
Yeah, I don't know if you just say Memorial Day.
Yeah, like Memorial Day.
Or I did see people switching it around, saying, remembering those on Memorial Day.
Of course, and that's
that's a good one, I guess. But
it's not a great Instagram caption, like.
Yeah, I still think Happy Memorial Day is acceptable. Like, stop reading your Fox News.
She said what she said.
What did you do on Memorial Day?
Well, I went to the Quincy Park Band's Memorial Day concert.
Ooh.
So it was actually really cute, and it was amazing. They did a bunch of different patriotic songs. It was the first of the season right at Madison Park. It was great. And then last week on Friday, I was at the Veterans Home for their Memorial Day service, and I hadn't been out there before, and it is a beautiful facility.
It is.
I was so impressed.
Did you get to see the buffalo?
No, Aspen told me that there's animals there, and I said, we have to go back.
Yes.
There's buffalo there?
Yes, there are buffalo there. You can't pet the buffalo, though.
They're just roaming?
No, they're in like a fence, and I mean, they're well taken care of.
They have fenced buffalo?
Yes.
Why?
I don't really know why. Okay. I mean, why are animals at the zoo?
That's a great question. I just didn't know that was part of the, budget for the vet home. Is there like the buffalo?
I do think possibly, now I could be talking out of my ass, but they are like some kind of rescue. Like they didn't buy them or anything like that. But I mean, it still costs money to feed a buffalo. So.
I don't know what they eat.
I don't know either. Now this is going off the rails.
Yeah.
All right. No, don't say sorry.
No, but my point is, it was a great service at the Veterans Home, but I do think, kind of going back to your point, like it felt joyful and it felt commemorative, but also like honoring these people. And my opinion is you don't honor people by being sad, you honor them by remembering them and bringing joy.
I like that.
Yeah. Happiness.
Yeah. So for my Memorial Day weekend, I didn't do it, I don't know, I didn't have as much holiday fashion as you did. I spent it in East Peoria. My daughter made it to state for QJHS track.
How'd you do?
She did okay. I mean, we didn't come home with medals, and she was upset about that. But what I had to put into perspective for her was they got 9th out of the 19 teams that were there.
Top half?
Yeah, and again, 9th in state. all of the state. So
And what does she run? What event is she?
She runs a lot of events, but the one that she made it to state was 4x4 100 relay.
Cool.
Her and the other girls, I thought, did phenomenal, regardless of what they placed.
How was their
In
baton pass?
Oh, good. They did it. Did I tell you that before?
No.
I think we were talking about, I was like, I was really worried that they weren't practicing baton passes because that could,
Make or break.
yeah, it could disqualify you. Mike saved the day for me, so I want to just tell this real quick story. Thank you, Mike. There was an elderly lady sitting behind me. She was grandma of somebody from another team, and she was kind of rocking back and forth, not looking so great. And she's literally right behind me on these really crowded bleachers. And, you know, she kind of tipped over, and I caught her, and I'm like, hey, yo, bro, grandma's not doing so good. And he's like, oh, she's fine, and they're putting ice packs on the back of her neck, and she was clearly overheated.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hot of a day, but it's right in the sun. So Mike says she's gonna spew. I'm like, I think she's just like gonna pass out, and I'd hate to move and then she fall. He goes, no, she's gonna spew. Get up and move. Move right now. Right as soon as I move.
She went?
And like some of the splatter came up on my arm, and I have like that chain reaction of like,
Did you vomit?
so I was trying not to because I had just eaten a hot dog from the concession stands, and I put like radioactive relish on it from the relish packets that had been sitting in the sun the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, don't do it, don't do it. I had to do my breathing exercises, and you know, I made it without Ralphing.
Good job. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ralphing, I almost did when I read that Ameren is raising their rates 50% this summer.
Well, okay, it's not completely confirmed yet. They're going to announce this week, but it's going to be at least 20%, which comes out to about $40 per monthly bill, depending on your electricity usage.
Okay, that's still...
It's still not
great
insignificant. No, it is still significant, if you will. And I did a little research on this for you, Brittany.
Thank you.
Basically, the Mid-Continent Independent System Operator is...
Mid-Continent, and that's MISO for
MISO,
short.
MISO for short. That's kind of the grid operator. And they have a new pricing model that is not super, I mean, it doesn't help the affordability of people in the area. And they say it's because of the reduced capacity for electricity in the region. But then other people are saying that it's because of MISO's pricing model. So I'm not sure exactly where the bill goes.
MISO has anything to do or has any investment in solar panels.
I mean,
that's just I'm just wondering or pondering.
I don't know, but from my knowledge, solar panels don't typically make the price go up. Actually, they've been saying that it would be cheaper for some people.
I know, but if they're saying there's a lack of
capacity, yeah,
maybe this is a push for
getting more solar. Maybe it's possible.
So these prices are going to last how long?
Through September, until October. Then we'll go back to the winter rates, which are reduced.
Or so they say, because I mean, everything in the economy, once it goes up, it barely ever
doesn't always come down.
Yeah. Stinks.
So yeah, it's definitely going to be more expensive electricity through the summer, but just keep a lookout for that announcement this week about how much the price actually will go up.
Yeah, and again, that's Ameren, Illinois. When I read it too, it said somewhere like under Illinois law that Ameren has to pass on all the costs to their customers, all the extra costs that they get from MISO to their customers by law.
So they're not marking it up, but it is just going straight to the customer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So during those summer months, make sure you tell your kids to turn the lights off. I'm looking at you, Mayla.
Help the earth, help your parents' electricity bill.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know.
Maybe go outside, guys.
Yeah.
There's a big light out there.
There's a big light bulb in the sky.
Yeah.
Go outside and stay out of the house, at least for this summer, right?
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
Anything else?
That's all, but thanks for letting me come on Coffee Talk.
Nice. Thanks for letting me come on. Ready to do it. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we can do it again?
Yeah.
Coffee Talk.
Catch you here tomorrow.